So I'm Flora, I'm from Spain, and I started by studying psychology. I've always loved nature and actually animal behavior. So that's something that I was always so interested in since I was little. And yeah, I studied psychology because that was the perfect way to get into animal behavior. But then when studying psychology, I started to understand that, oh, what I mostly like, it's primates, and to understand and not just understand who and how they behave, right? And all these questions, but also how to protect them, right? And also by studying monkeys, we can actually understand ourselves, our human species. So I afterwards did some masters, and then I am right now here in Beta for a couple of months, and I am right now in a research assistant position with the Macaca Maura Project, studying the Moor Macaque, which is a very, very interesting macaque. I'm studying right now empathy in this species. The first match actually was, actually very deep in my life, which is my parents. My parents are biologists, and since I was little, they always made me fall in love, showing me about animals, showing me about vegetation, showing me about all the what we have in this world, and of course with people like Jane Goodall, David Attenborough. I guess these are very big references for all of us, and that's actually how it started since I was very little. And I actually, this is a very secret, I love paleontology, so I love dinosaurs. So for one moment I thought I would go there, but then I'm in primatology. So there is this project, the Macaca Maura Project, which has been up for not too long, like 2019, and they had the chance to study this understudied species, which actually the Moor Macaque is very interesting because it within the genus Macaca you have a lot of social structures, and actually the Moor Macaque has a special structure, which is a very tolerant species. This is amazing to study some social compounds that may have driven to our societies nowadays, which is empathy and tolerance. So this is actually the perfect group to study it, and actually it's endemic to Sulawesi. There are 7 species endemic to Sulawesi, and it's a very rich island and ecology. Studying empathy and overall cognition in primates, it's a great way to make a statement that it's not that different. It's not better. We're not better than other species. It's just different. And even in that difference, it's not that big. I can already see something, which is what I've seen now in this group. And it's about how they, in a sense, to say, care about each other. If they have like an aggression, if they have a conflict, after that they go straight to hug each other, and that is actually one of the compounds for reconciliation, right? For now, it's just starting, so it's a big project. What will also entail empathy is that a third person would also go to the victim appeasing, to say that way. I didn't have the luck to see it, but just seeing that there is reconciliation, that's already one big step on empathy. It's about, so I am very research also oriented, so knowing that I can make a difference at least like with my results, with my discussion, or a difference not only in protecting them but also like in knowing about them, because actually to protect you first have to know about the species and their environment and what influences them, right? So just knowing that I can give at least one little bit, that is already something that gives me and push me towards keeping doing this. First of all, it's rough, but don't give up. It is a marathon. And one of your best things is also to keep your mental health, like getting the importance that your mental health has, so you can keep trying. And in that trying, it's just moving. Sometimes you will move a lot towards your goal. Sometimes it will be a little bit more difficult, but you keep moving, and that will be already something that will be able, like if you move, luck will come, to say that way. And actually doing things like don't stop reading about the things you like, going to the places, even if you go alone to that conference, go alone and talk to people, talk about what you like, what you don't like, well, what you like, sorry. Anyway, talk about what you like, talk about what you want to do in your life, what are your projects. Be creative in whatever you read. Oh, this is a great question, I just read this, and what about this? Search it by your own, through internet, or ask it to any professor. And don't ever keep any questions for you. There are never dumb questions, and asking people makes you be not only more visible but also more into many topics. So a great network always helps, and just don't giving up, because there are always opportunities when you search them. Sometimes more difficult, but you get there. Amazing. So, a day, like overall, the Macaca Maura Project has many studies, like for conservation, ecology, and this mine in empathy would be more in cognition, but all of it summarizes like in conserving the species, not only here but different groups all around Sulawesi of Moor Macaques, and they are also very good in keeping and spreading the word to the world, right? So they also have, we also have several projects, little projects, like for example, getting people to know it, even tourists or local people. We do infographics and a lot of, we give a lot of information to local and tourists, and we engage in all these also community-based conservation, right? And actually, like a day for me in the forest would be waking up early to search them and going to find them, and just spending there a couple of hours, mostly the whole day, and then getting back. But in that couple of hours, there's a lot going on. So we study a lot of behaviors. It's also, we gather their location and everything. And this is a very nice group. They're getting habituated, and you can see it like when you go, first when you go yourself, it's like, ooh, who are you? I don't know you. But as far as like the days go by and you go and you show up, they start to know you. And they start to say, okay, oh, it's her again. Well, let's just mind our business, which is very fulfilling to see. And there are quite a lot of individuals. There are 42 individuals, and also you see like the little ones playing around, and sometimes they are very curious that they just look at you, and it's very nice. And there are many favorites, of course, but if I have to say one, well, For my colleague, it would be Berani, I have to say it, which is brave. It's called brave because she's very comfortable with us, and she's always very very brave actually. And mine would be Hantu, which is a new one, just like me. And he's very handsome because he has all the freckles there. So, for example, the freckles are one thing that we can see to identify them. But of course, as many monkeys also, we actually focus on their butts. We watch at their butt and we say, oh, it's Hantu. Oh, it's Berani. So actually, some of the days we are looking butts, which is nice. don't don't be shy in asking. It's all conservation. It's a quite difficult niche, but it is so fulfilling, and you can do it. And in the sense that one of the greatest tips I think I could give is to don't let your curiosity shut down. There are opportunities, for example, in Facebook or for example in other pages. Check on the pages of the projects that you like. That's why do research on what you want, what you don't want, which are the also programs that are involved in the topics that you like, and write them. Just write them straight away. Like, hey, I have this. I would like to do something with you. And maybe it starts with a volunteering position, and it's perfect because most of the career paths start like this, with a volunteering position, or even in a slightly different position that you would like, but with time you will absolutely get there. Yeah, don't be brave like Berani, no? Be brave and go for what you want, and don't be shy. Ask and write people.